That night was supposed to be just another ordinary evening for Dio, nothing more than a quick dinner with a few old friends. But who could have predicted that a casual comment during a backstage interview days later would shake the entire EXO fandom and the Korean drama community at once? It all began when Dio, with his calm demeanor yet slightly flustered expression, mentioned a karaoke night he would never forget, with a few EXO members and actor Ji Chang-wook. The comment lasted only a moment, but the way Dio's eyes shifted, like someone recalling a memory equal parts embarrassing and hilarious, instantly captured fans' attention. A 3-second clip of that exact moment spread like wildfire, replayed thousands of times across social media. Fans began dissecting every detail of his expression, eager to uncover the secret behind that mysterious karaoke night. The host had tried to move on to another topic, but it was already too late. Fans who were usually calm turned into detectives overnight, digging through old posts, schedules, and any offhand comments that could provide clues. What had initially been a random offhand remark suddenly transformed into a national-level mystery. The next day, entertainment media began circulating rumors about an out-of-control singing competition. Although nothing was confirmed, the rumor gave the story even more momentum. People began imagining the usually quiet Dio struggling to keep up with Ji Chang-wook's famously energetic personality inside a karaoke booth. SM later released a brief statement, calling it a friendly private gathering, but that only made people more suspicious. Why did Dio look so embarrassed? Why did he hide his face and say it was too embarrassing to explain? The questions only multiplied. When Dio appeared on a radio show 2 days later, the question resurfaced. This time he couldn't avoid it. With a shy laugh, he admitted that the whole thing wasn't planned at all. The night was supposed to be just dinner, but someone, later revealed as Baekhyun, proposed karaoke as a way to relieve stress after a crazy schedule. Ji Chang-wook joined them because he happened to be in the same area during a break from filming. Everyone knew Chang-wook was cheerful, but no one expected him to become the main agent of chaos. When the first song started, the mood shifted into a mini-festival. According to Dio, Ji Chang-wook opened the night with a dramatic ballad performance even though his voice was noticeably hoarse. The EXO members burst out laughing while Baekhyun recorded everything from the corner of the room. Dio, who had already insisted no recording, realized his request was being completely ignored. Then Chanyeol grabbed the mic and suddenly performed an overly dramatic trot song, complete with exaggerated dance moves that didn't match the beat at all. Ji Chang-wook attempted to outdo him, and the two of them ended up engaged in a battle of ridiculous vocal techniques that no one could take seriously. But the truly embarrassing moment, the one Dio said he could never forget, had nothing to do with the chaos. It happened because he didn't want to sing at all. But Baekhyun and Ji Chang-wook cornered him, turned on a song without warning, and shoved the mic right into his hands while everyone's phone cameras were already pointed at him. Dio finally gave in. He began to sing, but his voice cracked on the very first high note. The room fell silent for 2 seconds before exploding into uncontrollable laughter. Dio admitted it was the worst voice crack he'd experienced in years. From that moment onward, the karaoke room devolved further into madness. People ignored the song cue, shouting lyrics, dancing offbeat, and laughing until their stomachs hurt. Ji Chang-wook even attempted to imitate Chen's high notes, unsuccessfully but hilariously. Somewhere in that chaos, Baekhyun recorded something that has now become the forbidden clip of the group. It was so embarrassing that Dio made everyone promise never to release it, declaring he would never again join karaoke if mobile phones were allowed inside. When the radio host asked whether the video would ever be revealed, Dio immediately refused, hiding his face. He said the world was not ready for the downfall of dignity that occurred that night. His answer only made fans even more curious. Media outlets wrote headlines about EXO's hidden footage, treating it like a classified national document. Fans speculated whether the video included Chanyeol and Ji Chang-wook doing a dramatic duet, or Dio performing a dance track no one would ever expect. The internet swarmed with theories. Eventually, Ji Chang-wook himself commented through a live stream. Laughing, he admitted he didn't expect fans to discover the story so quickly. He also said his favorite moment was Dio's part, calling it unforgettable. The comment instantly went viral. At the next EXO event, Fans captured photos of Dio looking like he had accepted his fate, his hands covering his face. The images became memes overnight. Whispers later spread that the group even created spontaneous duet teams that night. Dio paired with Ji Chang-wook for a retro song, and Baekhyun teamed up with Chanyeol for a wild rock number. No one would describe the performances in detail, only saying they were something the world should never see. Days passed, but fan curiosity never faded. In fact, it grew. Memes, edits, and animations flooded social media, some depicting Ji Chang-wook and Chanyeol as RPG characters battling through song, while Dio was portrayed as a reluctant hero dragged into the musical arena. Eventually, SM released another short statement saying it was a simple moment of friendship and that no footage would be released. Fans took this as confirmation that such a video definitely existed. During another interview, Dio finally spoke more openly. He admitted the night was incredibly fun, but he hadn't expected to become the eternal punchline among his friends. Still, he described it as one of the warmest nights he'd experienced in a long time. He explained that Ji Chang-wook had been a friend of some EXO members for years, but their schedules rarely aligned. That karaoke night was a rare chance for them to relax without worrying about cameras or the public. Ironically, the very moment without cameras was now what fans wanted most to see. Dio joked that if his voice hadn't cracked, he might have happily shared the whole story. But because it was such a monumental embarrassment, he preferred letting fans imagine the rest. That statement only fueled the imagination even further. Fans created dramatic artwork depicting the incident as if it were a comedic climax of a musical drama. Before long, the EXO Ji Chang-wook karaoke night became a small legend in the entertainment world. No official footage, no solid facts, only fragments of hints, laughter, and facial expressions that said more than words ever could. Ji Chang-wook continued teasing Dio from time to time, saying things like, "That high note was legendary," which always made Dio lower his head in defeat. Fans captured every moment. Despite the embarrassment, Dio eventually confessed he didn't regret the night. It reminded him that friendship could exist beyond the boundaries of image and profession. Laughing, he added that he might consider going to karaoke again someday, but only if everyone signed a strict, no cameras allowed rule. For fans, the story became a reminder that idols and actors they admire also need moments to be their true selves. Although the chaos began from an unplanned slip during an interview, the karaoke tale evolved into one of the most beloved fandom stories. And even if the full truth of that night may never be revealed, one thing is certain. The 3-second clip of Dio's embarrassed smile has given fans a story they'll continue discussing and imagining for years to come.